Alright, boys. The people asking me how do I come up with these memes, I honestly don't know. I just think of Dio and it just comes to me. In today's video, we got some leaks to go over and some things to talk about, so make sure you guys do stick to the end. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and leaving a like on this video. As usual, we gotta set a like goal in these videos. Let's go 200. Pretty easy. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the leaks that we did receive from regions. I talked about one of the leaks over in my last video where we talked about what the newest, I guess you could say, festival units will end up becoming. Because again, we do have a festival probably next week because of this entire hype up into it. These free summons we did get. So in today's video, we're going to be going over all of these leaks and talking about everything happening. First up on screen, these leaks are from Regents. Going off of what he said, he says everything was an interview with a person close to Netmarble, and the images that I attach aren't leaks. These are my own opinions of what it could become. So first things first, to clear up these leaks, it is what Regents thinks will happen, and he is comparing the leaks that were brought to him from the podcast, and he's comparing it with the files that are currently in the game. So that is how it's going to work. And again, Regents is a very, very intelligent leaker. He's one of the better ones in the entire community, and usually when he says stuff, it does happen. He goes through the files, he doesn't lie, so we can at least take this all with some sort of truth to it. The first thing for you guys, we're reading up what I said in my last video. A new Gother is coming. There are currently two Gothers, the armored one and the wheelchair one. Right now, I probably won't see the armored one. From my own thing, I could 100% see wheelchair Gother become a unit, just because, he was in the story. We've seen him already as an asset, and it would be really cool to have another Gother in the game that isn't the same Gother. I'm hoping they don't do the thing where they pull it like Dana for Liz and Elizabeth aren't the same, so you can't give UR gear to both of them. It'll be pretty annoying to deal with that, so I'm just hoping that doesn't happen. But again, I was saying in my last video that could be something, wheelchair Gother could be something later in time, because again, he is in story, he is all in that. The exact translation of the message is he's a great wizard in story, but I don't know if him or his doll. So we'll see how it actually ends up. Wheelchair Gother is what I'm currently saying. Comparing it up against the image that Regents has, again, you do have 3,000-year-old body, and then you have the other one, which is the armored one somewhere here. Right here, you have the armored one on screen. You guys see Armor Slater. Again, these are the two that they have currently in the game. Remember, they're for story assets, so it could be either one of them. Going up to the next image on screen right now, you're taking a look at it. These are the four, the costumes that would work for this, Gother. So that's what it would also look like. For the next leak, we got to go over here. They also commented about more units that will be coming out. Remember that movie, that entire movie? Remember that entire thing? Over here in the quest tab, if we go over here, this entire side quest. If you guys have seen the movie on Netflix, I recommend watching it. It's actually pretty good. The animation was good in this one, trust me. It was a nice movie. I enjoyed it a lot. But again, if you do know it, we do have Solot in here and a few other characters that could be coming out. So on screen right now, he did in fact say from the podcast, more units of the film are planned. So we can almost, guarantee it being Solot. And in the data, we also, as said by Regents, we also have Okay, bro. I am not going to try and pronounce that, but we have Cappuccino. We have Doraccio. But we do have that in the files. On screen right now is what Doraccio looks like. Really cool unit. Hopefully it does drop. Solot, we can kind of expect him, just because I first of all expected him to drop with a latte and Bellion, but he didn't. I don't know why. But just saying that also is there. Also, a little big thing that I've been hoping for. Remember the Induras that we have? It was in fact Monspeet and Derieri. They are also planned, but they don't know when they will be announced. They are planned to drop at some point. So those Indura units, they are there. Just keep that in mind. At some point, we'll see these over here on Grand Cross. If you don't know what they look like, they're on screen right now. They were really cool units, and I just, I'm actually pretty hyped about that one too. Next up, they are working on the missing commandments. So again, I think what we're missing is practically, you have a lot of things, honestly. I'm not going to say much because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't read ahead or watched. So again, I'm trying not to say too much, but yeah, they are working on some of the missing commandments. Also, now for the big boy topic of this video, it was saved for last in the podcast thing. I didn't do that purposely, but it just so happened that was done. In this video, I titled it as it is. You guys have seen the title. Remember, there are collabs that are planned. We knew ReZero was in the file, Stranger Things, and then again, Fate, I guess you can say. Stranger Things, we haven't received a single addition to the entire files, but before I say anything about Stranger Things, look on screen right now. You are taking a look at this. Just now, okay, like 2 hours ago, this was announced. that ReZero is collaborating with, I don't know how to say the other game. It's a game that's popular. I've seen it before, but they are collaborating with each other. Again, it's Desaiga, I don't know how to say it, bro. Something like that. But as you see in the files for us, we did have Beatrice, we did have Amelia, we did have Ram and Ram, and boom, they're over there. Remember, for us, we're going to have Subaru probably as an SR unit, or, you know, just something like that, because he really doesn't have any power. I guess if you watch the anime, you know what his power is. That's what it looks like on screen. This is what the collaboration looked like for them. Remember, we do have this planned some point. I know ReZero is a real one. After, you know, we looked at everything throughout this entire files, I can almost guarantee you that ReZero will be coming out soon. Remember, Stranger Things are there, but, you know, there's a lot of things that could happen right now. Let's first read this leak, and then I'll give you guys the ideas. Couldn't be confirmed if the collaborations that were leaked will arrive. Okay, exactly what he says. I'm interested in knowing if the collaborations are real. He responds with, I still can't give any information about the subject. Okay, can't you really tell me anything about what's leaking on Twitter? I can't say anything about it, only that, and then I guess he's trying to say regions, or, you know, I don't know what he's trying to say there, but maybe, right, ha ha ha. I can't say his name or I'll be fired, but he's the one who really uploads information. The information that we observed from others have been invented by themselves or has not been well developed. So, off of these leaks right here, right, you can see they never specifically, you know, denied there's a collaboration happening. They really just said we can't say anything about it. Remember, if they do deny the collaboration, then they'll be like, you know, later in the future, if it ever does drop, they'll be like, yeah, you lied. What do you mean? Wait, what? But again, if Stranger Things wasn't planned, if ReZero wasn't planned, if Fate wasn't planned, either one of those, if they couldn't say, yeah, these two are real, this was fake, they're gonna say they're all, he can't comment on it, I guess you could say. He can't state that they're not going to happen. So, out of those three, one of them are guaranteed, maybe even all three are guaranteed. Remember, this is what I was saying earlier when I was like, you know, speculating. There might be a thing where Stranger Things is, you know, global exclusive, and ReZero is JP exclusive, right? That could happen. There could be a lot of things that they go down the path of, but right now, I am letting you guys know that, yeah, the collaborations are still up in the air. Do not go all out on Assault Melee. Just wait a little bit, see how much time it takes for them to announce a something, you know, whatever it could be. A festival, which is next week, could happen, or it could be a collaboration. Who knows what they do? I'm just letting you guys know. Try not to go all the way in with your gems. Try to at least save a little bit, not too much, but just save enough to where you guys don't have to, you know, completely go broke, and you can at least buy the units you want. Because again, I am really feeling like the collaboration will be ReZero. You know, it drops over here and JP, or they could go down the route of a global exclusive, a JP exclusive, or global first. I don't know how they're gonna do it, remember, but it could just go down any route. Just have your gems ready. I know we all are in, again, I said this before, recovery mode from the one. As you guys can see in my account, 481. I'm not doing that bad, but just keep this in mind. I want you guys to know this. Sum it up from everything we talked about. There could be two new Gotha units, the armored one or the wheelchair one, or both. That could also happen. Movie units are planned. Solad, Dorochi, dude, I don't even know that unit. The Indura units of Derieri and Monspeet will be coming out. Maybe that'll drop with the Chandler and Cusack units. That would look really cool. We can have like an entire banner just full of those units. The collabs, they are really probably going to happen. They really can't go and say, yeah, these are not happening. So I can almost guarantee you guys it will happen at some point. Just be ready for it. That's been it for me. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this. I know I'm the only person still talking about collabs because I just feel like, dude, I want one to happen. I feel like collabs are the time in the game when we all can actually enjoy it without having to, like, you know, I know the one festival, something like that, but when it's a collab, it brings new players to the game, and a lot of them. Just keep this in mind. I came to this game when I saw an ad for the Attack on Titan collaboration. I'm like, yo, 7 Deadly Sins Attack on Titan Pog? It'll be a super hyped update when they do a collab. I know the 1-year anniversary was super hyped. It was super fun, all of that, but I really want to see a collab. So I'm going to continue talking about it, you know, trying to shed whatever little light I can on this topic because, yo, I'm telling you right now, the collabs are dying, and I really hope they do come out soon. Thank you again for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Are you going to go for Assault Meliodas? Are you going to, you know, save up for a collaboration? What are you going to do? What is your plan? How are you going to, you know, move on with it? Peace out, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I am out. Laters!